Stop spending your nickels. One small 5-cent coin could be hiding incredible value. Today, we're revealing 6 Jefferson nickels that collectors are willing to pay hundreds or even thousands of dollars for under the right conditions. From Silver War nickels to famous mint errors and rare varieties, these coins have surprised collectors across the United States. Stay until the end, because one of these nickels could already be sitting in your pocket, coin jar, or old collection. Let's get started. First up, the fascinating history and potential value of the 1964 Jefferson nickel, a 5-cent coin from the United States that continues to attract the attention of collectors around the world. At first glance, this coin may look like an ordinary piece of pocket change, but some examples can become valuable collectibles because of their condition, unique characteristics, and historical importance. The 1964 Jefferson nickel, without a mint mark, is especially interesting because it was produced during an important period in American coin history. In this video, we will examine the background of this coin, its design features, why collectors search for it, and how its market value can range from modest amounts to hundreds or even thousands of dollars for exceptional examples. The Jefferson nickel series began in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel that had been in circulation for many years. The United States Mint introduced the Jefferson nickel to honor Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and one of the nation's founding fathers. The design was created by artist Felix Schlag, whose artwork was selected through a national competition. The front of the coin features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, while the reverse displays Jefferson's historic home, Monticello, located in Virginia. The Jefferson nickel became one of the longest-running coin designs in American history, and collectors today continue to study different dates, mint marks, varieties, and conditions within the series. The year 1964 was a significant time in United States coin production. The country was experiencing a major shortage of circulating coins, partly due to increased demand and people removing coins from circulation for collecting purposes. During this period, the United States Mint produced a very large number of Jefferson nickels to meet public needs. The 1964 Jefferson nickel was struck at the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint. Coins made at the Philadelphia Mint traditionally carried no mint mark, which means a 1964 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark is normally identified as a Philadelphia issue. Understanding this background helps collectors recognize why this coin is common in circulated grades, but still interesting because of its historical connection. One of the most searched features of the 1964 Jefferson nickel is the absence of a mint mark. Many new collectors believe that a coin without a mint mark automatically means it is rare, but this is not always true. In United States coinage, the Philadelphia Mint often produced coins without a mint letter, especially during many years of the Jefferson nickel series. Therefore, the missing mint mark on a 1964 Jefferson nickel is not necessarily an error. However, collectors still pay close attention to these coins because certain examples with unusual characteristics, strong strikes, attractive surfaces, or rare varieties can have higher values than ordinary pieces found in circulation. The 1964 Jefferson nickel contains several important design details that collectors examine carefully. The obverse side shows a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson with the inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the year 1964. The reverse side features Monticello, Jefferson's famous residence, along with the words EPLURBUSUNUM, United States of America, 5 cents, and MONTICLLO. The coin is made from a copper-nickel composition consisting of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it the familiar silver-like appearance seen on many modern nickels. Details such as the steps of Monticello, the lettering quality, and the sharpness of Jefferson's portrait are important when determining collector value. The condition of a 1964 Jefferson nickel plays a major role in determining its market value. A coin in heavily circulated condition may only be worth slightly above its face value, while a coin with excellent preservation can attract serious collector interest. A fine condition coin usually shows noticeable wear from circulation, but major design elements remain visible. Collectors also look for coins with original surfaces, strong details, and minimal damage. Professional grading services evaluate coins based on factors such as strike quality, wear, scratches, and overall appearance. A higher grade example can sometimes sell for significantly more than an average circulated coin. The 1964 Jefferson nickel attracts collectors because it represents an important moment in American coin history. It was one of the final years before major changes affected United States coin production. Many collectors enjoy building complete Jefferson nickel collections by date and mint mark, making the 1964 issue a necessary addition. Although millions of these coins were produced, collectors continue searching through old collections, coin jars, and estate sales hoping to discover high-quality examples or unusual varieties. The excitement of finding a valuable coin hidden among ordinary change keeps interest alive among both beginners and experienced numismatists. While most 1964 Jefferson nickels are common, certain characteristics can make individual coins more desirable. Collectors may look for strong strikes, full steps on Monticello, attractive original luster, double die varieties, unusual errors, or exceptionally high grades. A coin with complete and clearly visible Monticello steps can be especially appealing because these details are often weakly struck on many Jefferson nickels. Coins preserved in near-perfect condition with sharp details and excellent surfaces may bring much higher prices at auctions. The combination of rarity, condition, and collector demand determines the final market value of any individual coin. The current market value of a 1964 Jefferson nickel varies, widely depending on its condition and special characteristics. A typical circulated example in fine condition may generally have a small premium above face value, while better quality coins can sell for higher amounts. Exceptional examples with rare varieties or outstanding grades may reach values of hundreds or even thousands of dollars. It is important for collectors to understand that not every 1964 nickel is a valuable treasure. The highest prices usually belong to coins that have something special, such as rarity, exceptional preservation, or certified high grades from professional grading companies. Coin collectors often search for mistakes made during the minting process, because errors can create valuable collectibles. Some Jefferson nickels are known for varieties involving doubled designs, unusual lettering, or striking problems. If a 1964 Jefferson nickel shows a genuine mint error, it may become more valuable than a normal example. However, collectors should be careful because many damaged coins are mistaken for errors. Proper authentication is important before assigning a high value to a coin. Serious collectors often use professional opinions and grading services when dealing with potentially rare pieces to identify a potentially valuable 1964 Jefferson nickel. Collectors should carefully inspect both sides of the coin under good lighting. Look at the date, the details of Jefferson's portrait, the condition of the lettering, and especially the steps on Monticello. Check whether the coin has unusual doubling, strong details, or signs of a rare variety. Avoid cleaning the coin because cleaning can reduce its collector value by damaging the original surface. Keeping the coin in its natural condition and storing it properly can help preserve its future worth. Coin collecting has been a popular hobby for generations, and coins like the 1964 Jefferson nickel continue to connect people with American history. Auctions, coin shows, and online marketplaces allow collectors to buy, sell, and compare rare examples. The value of a coin is influenced by collector demand, market trends, rarity, and condition. A coin that appears ordinary to one person may be highly interesting to a collector who understands its history and special qualities. This is why research and knowledge are essential parts of successful coin collecting. Some collectors view rare coins as historical investments because certain coins can increase in value over time. However, the value of a 1964 Jefferson nickel depends on many factors and is not guaranteed to rise. The most desirable examples are usually those with exceptional quality, verified rarity, or unique features. Collectors should focus on learning about coins, understanding grading standards, and buying carefully. The true enjoyment of coin collecting often comes from discovering history preserved in a small piece of metal, rather than only focusing on financial value. The 1964 Jefferson nickel, without a mint mark, is a fascinating piece of American coin history. While many examples are common because of the large production numbers, certain coins can become valuable because of their condition, special varieties, and collector demand. A careful examination may reveal features that separate an ordinary nickel from a more desirable collectible. Whether you are a beginner searching through pocket change or an experienced collector building a complete set, the 1964 Jefferson nickel remains an interesting coin with a story that connects the past to the present. Next up, the 1974 Jefferson nickel 5-cent coin from the United States, especially the version carrying the D Mint mark, which indicates that it was produced at the Denver Mint. At first glance, this coin may look like an ordinary piece of pocket change, but collectors know that every coin has a story, and some examples can become highly desirable because of their condition, special characteristics, and collector demand. The 1974 Jefferson nickel is part of a long-running American coin series that began decades earlier and continues to interest millions of collectors around the world. In this video, we will uncover the history, design, unique features, rarity factors, grading importance, and the possible market value of this coin in today's collecting world. The Jefferson nickel series was introduced by the United States Mint in 1938, replacing the famous Buffalo nickel design. The new coin honored Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and the principal author of the Declaration of Independence. The original design was created by American sculptor Felix Schlag, whose artwork featured a portrait of Jefferson on the obverse side and his historic home, Monticello, on the reverse. By 1974, the Jefferson nickel had already become a major part of American coinage history, with billions of examples produced for everyday commerce. The 1974 issue represents an important period in the series, because it was produced during a time when the United States Mint was modernizing its operations and producing large quantities of coins for circulation. The 1974 Jefferson nickel with the D Mint mark was manufactured at the Denver Mint, one of the major United States Mint facilities responsible for producing circulating coins. The D mark appears on the obverse side of the coin, near the lower right area of Jefferson's portrait. Millions of 1974 D nickels were produced, making the coin relatively common in average circulated condition. However, collectors understand that rarity is not always determined only by the number made. A coin's survival rate, quality, striking strength, surface condition, and special varieties can greatly influence its desirability and value. A normal circulated 1974 D nickel may be inexpensive, but exceptional examples can attract serious collector attention. The 1974 Jefferson nickel has several important design elements that make it recognizable to collectors. The front of the coin shows a detailed portrait of Thomas Jefferson facing left, along with inscriptions including Liberty, In God We Trust, and the year 1974. The reverse displays Monticello, Jefferson's famous Virginia estate, with the words EPLUIBUSUNUM, United States of America, 5 cents, and MONTICLLO. The coin is composed of a copper-nickel alloy, giving it its familiar silver-colored appearance. While the design may seem simple, small differences in the quality of the strike and preservation can make certain examples much more valuable. The D Mint mark on the 1974 Jefferson nickel tells collectors that the coin was produced at the Denver Mint. Mint marks are extremely important in coin collecting because they help identify where a coin was made and can sometimes separate common coins from rare varieties. The Denver Mint has produced many famous collectible coins throughout American history. Although the 1974 D Jefferson nickel was made in large numbers, collectors still examine these coins carefully because unusual examples, mint errors, and high-grade specimens may have greater value. A small letter on a coin can sometimes create a major difference in collector interest. One of the biggest factors affecting the value of a 1974 D Jefferson nickel is its condition. Coins are graded on a scale that measures preservation, including details such as original shine, sharp design features, scratches, marks, and wear. A heavily circulated coin with many scratches may only be worth its face value or slightly more. However, a coin that remains in near-perfect condition with strong details and original mint luster can become much more attractive to collectors. Professional grading services can authenticate and grade these coins, and high-grade examples often receive more attention in the marketplace. Although the 1974 D Jefferson nickel is not considered a rare coin in normal circulation, collectors search for special characteristics that can increase value. These may include strong strikes, unusual die varieties, mint errors, doubled design elements, missing details, off-center strikes, or other production mistakes. Coins with unusual features are often more valuable because they are different from standard examples. Collectors carefully examine Jefferson's portrait, the lettering, the mint mark, and the reverse design to identify possible varieties. Finding a unique error coin can transform an ordinary-looking nickel into an interesting collectible. A major category among collectors is the mint state, or uncirculated grade. A 1974 D Jefferson nickel that has never entered circulation and still shows its original mint appearance can be much more desirable than a worn example. Coins graded at high levels, such as MS65, MS66, or higher, are especially interesting because fewer examples survive with exceptional quality. These coins may show brilliant surfaces, sharp details, and minimal contact marks. The better the preservation, the greater the chance that collectors will compete to own the coin. The market value of a 1974 D Jefferson nickel depends heavily on its grade and special characteristics. Most circulated examples are generally worth only a small amount, often close to face value. However, coins in excellent uncirculated condition can sell for higher prices, sometimes reaching hundreds of dollars when they possess outstanding quality or special attributes. Rare error examples or top-condition certified specimens may attract even stronger prices from dedicated collectors. While claims of every 1974D nickel being worth thousands of dollars are usually exaggerated, exceptional examples can become valuable. Because of rarity, demand, and auction competition, many coin enthusiasts wonder whether a 1974D Jefferson nickel could truly reach values in the hundreds or thousands of dollars. The answer depends on what makes the coin special. A normal 1974D nickel found in a drawer or coin jar is unlikely to bring a huge price. However, a coin with a rare mint error, extraordinary preservation, or a recognized variety could command much higher amounts. The world of coin collecting has many examples where ordinary coins became valuable because they contained unusual mistakes or survived in exceptional condition. Careful examination and professional evaluation are important before determining a coin's true worth. Experienced collectors use several methods when evaluating a 1974D Jefferson nickel. They look at the coin under magnification to inspect Jefferson's hair details, the lettering, the mint mark, and the surfaces for possible errors. They also check whether the coin has original luster or signs of cleaning, which can reduce value. Proper storage is another important factor because damage from moisture, chemicals, or improper handling can affect the coin's condition. Collectors often recommend holding coins by their edges and storing them in protective holders to preserve their quality. Professional grading plays an important role in the modern coin market. Companies that specialize in authentication and grading examine coins carefully and assign a condition grade based on established standards. A certified 1974D Jefferson nickel with a high grade can be easier to sell because buyers have confidence in its authenticity and condition. Certification does not automatically make a coin rare, but it provides important information that helps collectors understand its quality. For valuable coins, professional grading can make a significant difference in market interest. The Jefferson nickel series remains popular because it is affordable, historically meaningful, and full of interesting varieties. Many collectors begin with coins found in everyday change before moving toward higher-grade examples. The 1974D Jefferson nickel is a good example of a coin that connects beginners with advanced collectors. It teaches important lessons about mint marks, grading, preservation, and the difference between common coins and truly special discoveries. Coin collecting is not only about money. It is also about history, art, and preserving pieces of the past. If you discover a 1974D Jefferson nickel in your collection, do not immediately assume it is either worthless or a fortune. Carefully inspect the coin, check its condition, look for unusual features, and compare it with professional coin references. Most examples are common, but rare errors and exceptional high-grade coins can become valuable collectibles. Every coin has a story, and the excitement of collecting comes from searching for those unexpected treasures hidden among ordinary objects. Next up, the 1975 Jefferson nickel 5-cent coin from the United States. Many collectors are interested in this coin because of its classic design, its connection to American history, and the possibility of finding high-grade examples with strong collector demand. The 1975 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark is a regular United States coin produced at the Philadelphia Mint, and while millions were made, certain uncirculated examples with exceptional condition, sharp details, and premium grading can attract attention in the coin market. In this video, we will uncover the background of this coin, explain its unique characteristics, discuss what makes some examples more desirable, and explore how collectors evaluate its potential value, which can range from a few dollars to hundreds or even higher in exceptional circumstances. The Jefferson nickel series began in 1938, when the United States Mint introduced a new 5-cent coin design to replace the famous Buffalo nickel. The new coin honored Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and the author of the Declaration of Independence. Designer Felix Schlag created the original design after winning a nationwide competition held by the U.S. Mint. The obverse of the coin features a portrait of Jefferson, while the reverse originally displayed his famous home, Monticello, located in Virginia. By 1975, the Jefferson nickel had already become a long-running part of American coinage history, representing decades of everyday commerce and becoming a familiar coin found in pocket change across the country. The 1975 Jefferson nickel with no mint mark was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. During this period, coins made at Philadelphia often carried no mint letter, Unlike coins from Denver or San Francisco that displayed a D or S mint mark, the absence of a mint mark on this coin is therefore not automatically an error or a rare mistake. Instead, it identifies the manufacturing location. Millions of these nickels entered circulation, but collectors pay close attention to coins that survived in untouched condition. A 1975 nickel that remains bright, clean, and sharply detailed after many decades can become much more interesting to collectors compared with heavily worn examples. The 1975 Jefferson nickel contains several important design elements that collectors examine carefully. On the front side, the coin shows Thomas Jefferson facing left, with the inscriptions Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date 1975. The reverse side features Monticello, Jefferson's historic Virginia residence, along with the words EPLUIBUSUNUM, United States of America, and 5 cents. The coin is composed of a copper-nickel alloy, giving it a silver-like appearance even though it does not contain precious metals. Collectors study the quality of the strike, the sharpness of Jefferson's hair details, the condition of Monticello's steps, and the overall preservation of the surfaces when determining value. One of the biggest factors that determines the value of a 1975 Jefferson nickel is its condition. Coins are graded on a scale that measures preservation, with uncirculated coins receiving higher grades because they show little or no evidence of circulation. A coin stored carefully from the moment it left the mint may maintain its original luster and crisp design details. Professional grading companies examine coins for scratches, discoloration, contact marks, strike quality, and overall appearance. A common coin in ordinary condition may only be worth face value, but a beautifully preserved example with a high certified grade can attract stronger interest from collectors searching for top-quality pieces. An uncirculated 1975 Jefferson nickel is a coin that was never used in everyday transactions or shows almost no signs of wear. These coins often have a bright mint shine known as luster, which reflects light from the original manufacturing process. Some uncirculated coins may have attractive natural toning or exceptional eye appeal. Collectors often search through old coin collections, bank rolls, and inherited collections, hoping to discover coins that have remained protected for decades. Although the 1975 nickel is not considered one of the rarest Jefferson nickels, premium quality examples can still be valuable because condition rarity plays a major role in the collector market. When examining a 1975 Jefferson nickel, collectors look for specific characteristics that can increase interest. These include strong strikes, full details, original mint luster, attractive surfaces, and possible varieties or errors. Some coins may show unusual characteristics caused during the minting process, such as doubled design elements, die variations, or striking issues. However, not every unusual-looking mark is a valuable error. Serious collectors rely on professional examination and certification before assigning significant value. The combination of a desirable grade, strong appearance, and verified rarity can make an ordinary date coin much more appealing. Professional grading has changed the way collectors buy and sell coins. Organizations that authenticate and grade coins provide an independent evaluation of condition and quality. A certified 1975 Jefferson nickel with a high grade can gain more attention because buyers have confidence in the authenticity and condition assessment. Coins graded at the highest levels are often much harder to find because only a small percentage survive with exceptional preservation. The difference between an average uncirculated coin and a top-graded example can be significant in the marketplace, sometimes creating large differences in collector value. The market value of a 1975 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark depends heavily on condition, certification, and collector demand. Most circulated examples remain common and generally have little value beyond their original 5-cent denomination. However, uncirculated examples may sell for higher amounts, especially when they receive strong grades from professional services. Exceptional specimens with outstanding quality, rare errors, or top population rankings can sometimes reach hundreds or potentially thousands of dollars in competitive auctions. Collectors should remember that coin values change over time and depend on actual market sales, rather than internet claims. Alone, many valuable coins were not considered special when they were first released. Their value often develops because collectors save fewer examples in perfect condition than expected. Over time, coins become damaged, lost, or worn out, leaving fewer high-quality examples available. This is why condition rarity is so important in modern coin collecting. A 1975 Jefferson nickel may have been produced in large numbers, but a flawless or nearly flawless example can become a collector's prize. The story behind the coin, its survival, and its quality all contribute to its appeal. If you discover a 1975 Jefferson nickel, begin by carefully examining both sides of the coin. Avoid cleaning it because cleaning can reduce collector value and damage the original surfaces. Look for the absence of wear, strong details, bright original luster, and possible minting abnormalities. Use proper lighting and magnification to inspect the coin. If the coin appears to be in exceptional condition, consider having it professionally graded. A certified high-grade example has a better chance of attracting serious collectors, and receiving an accurate market evaluation. Proper storage is essential for maintaining the value of collectible coins. Coins should be kept in protective holders that prevent scratches, fingerprints, moisture damage, and environmental exposure. Many valuable coins lose potential value because they were improperly handled or cleaned. Collectors who preserve coins carefully help maintain their historical appearance and future market appeal. A 1975 Jefferson nickel that has remained untouched for decades represents not only a piece of currency, but also a small artifact from American history. The Jefferson nickel is more than a 5-cent piece. It is a small reminder of American culture and history. Every example carries the image of Thomas Jefferson and represents a period when the United States was changing economically and socially. Collectors appreciate coins because they connect everyday objects with important historical moments. The 1975 issue reflects the United States during the middle of the 20th century and continues the long tradition of honoring one of America's founding leaders through coinage. Collectors should approach coins with research and realistic expectations. While some rare coins can achieve impressive prices, not every old coin becomes extremely valuable. The strongest opportunities usually come from coins with genuine rarity, exceptional condition, verified errors, or strong collector demand. The 1975 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark is an interesting collectible because high-quality examples can be appealing. But buyers should always compare auction results, professional opinions, and certified grades before making financial decisions. The 1975 Jefferson nickel 5-cent coin with no mint mark is a fascinating piece of American coin history. Although it was produced in large quantities, examples preserved in exceptional uncirculated condition can capture the attention of collectors. Its value comes from a combination of historical importance, design beauty, condition, and market demand. The next time you find an old nickel, remember that every coin has a story. Careful examination and knowledge can sometimes reveal surprising discoveries hiding in ordinary collections. Next up, the 1976 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark. Millions of Americans have handled this coin over the decades, but only a small number possess the special qualities that make collectors willing to pay impressive prices. In this video, we'll uncover the fascinating history of the 1976 Jefferson nickel, explain why it was produced without a mint mark, reveal the features collectors search for, discuss valuable mint errors, and examine the current market values ranging from ordinary circulated coins to rare certified examples that have sold for hundreds and even thousands of dollars. The Jefferson nickel has been an important part of American coinage since 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. Designed by Felix Schlag, the coin features a portrait of President Thomas Jefferson on the front and his Virginia home, Monticello, on the reverse. By 1976, the United States was celebrating its bicentennial, marking 200 years of American independence. While special bicentennial quarters, half dollars, and dollars were produced with dual dates, the Jefferson nickel retained its standard 1976 design. Even so, these nickels became part of an important chapter in American history. Because they circulated during the nation's historic bicentennial celebration, many people become excited when they discover a 1976 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark. However, the absence of a mint mark does not automatically make the coin rare. During 1976, nickels struck at the Philadelphia Mint were intentionally produced without a mint mark. Denver coins display a D mint mark, while San Francisco proof coins carry an S. Therefore, a missing mint mark usually means the coin was struck in Philadelphia rather than indicating a valuable error. Understanding this fact helps collectors avoid confusing ordinary coins with genuinely rare examples. The obverse of the coin displays Thomas Jefferson facing left, along with the word Liberty, the date 1976, and the motto In God We Trust. The reverse shows Monticello, Jefferson's famous home, accompanied by the inscriptions EPLURBUSUNUM, MONTICLLO, 5 cents, and United States of America. The coin is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, weighs approximately 5 grams, and measures 21.2 millimeters in diameter. These familiar design features have remained recognizable for generations, although millions of 1976 Philadelphia nickels were produced. Only a very small percentage survive in exceptional condition. Collectors pay premiums for coins that retain original mint luster, sharp details, and virtually no wear. Coins graded by professional services such as PCGS or NGC can achieve significantly higher values when they receive extremely high mint state grades. As the grade increases, rarity increases dramatically because so few coins remain in pristine condition. After decades of circulation, the most desirable 1976 no-mint mark nickels are those with genuine mint errors. Examples include off-center strikes, double strikes, clipped planchets, broad strikes, die cracks, retained cud errors, and dramatic double dies. These mistakes occurred during the minting process and are highly sought after by collectors. Error coins are far less common than normal coins, and their value depends on the visibility, rarity, and collector demand for the specific error condition is the single most important factor in determining value. A heavily worn coin with scratches, corrosion, or damage is usually worth only 5 cents to perhaps $1 or $2. A lightly circulated example may sell for a small premium. Brilliant uncirculated examples with strong eye appeal can command higher prices, while professionally graded mint state examples may be worth substantially more. Coins showing full steps on Monticello, indicating exceptional strike quality, are especially desirable to advanced collectors. Today's market generally values a circulated 1976 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel at about face value to around $1, depending on condition. Attractive uncirculated examples may sell for several dollars to several dozen dollars. Professionally certified high-grade specimens can reach hundreds of dollars, and exceptional examples with full steps or significant mint errors have realized prices in the hundreds or even thousands of dollars at major auctions. These higher prices apply only to rare, top-quality coins rather than typical circulated pieces. Collectors appreciate the 1976 Jefferson nickel because it represents an important period in American history. It circulated during the bicentennial era and serves as a reminder of the nation's 200th anniversary celebration. Although the nickel itself did not receive a special bicentennial design, many collectors include it in complete Jefferson nickel collections covering every year and mint. This continued demand keeps interest in high-quality examples strong. When examining your coin, first confirm that there is no mint mark to the right of Jefferson's portrait. Next, inspect the surfaces under good lighting using a magnifying glass. Look for original luster, sharp lettering, strong details in Jefferson's hair, minimal contact marks, and clearly defined steps on Monticello. Also search carefully for unusual mint errors such as doubling, off-center strikes, or die breaks. These characteristics can dramatically affect a coin's desirability. If you believe your 1976 Jefferson nickel is exceptionally well preserved or displays an unusual mint error, professional authentication may be worthwhile. Third-party grading companies evaluate authenticity, assign a condition grade, and encapsulate the coin in a protective holder. Certified coins often inspire greater buyer confidence and may achieve stronger prices because collectors know the coin has been independently examined by experts. Auction records demonstrate that ordinary circulated coins remain inexpensive, while exceptional certified examples can attract competitive bidding. Coins graded at the highest mint state levels or displaying rare mint errors have sold for impressive amounts because they are scarce and difficult to replace. Every year, collectors search for these elite examples to complete registry-quality collections, helping support strong prices for the finest surviving specimens. If you own a 1976 Jefferson nickel that appears to be in excellent condition, avoid cleaning it. Cleaning often reduces collector value by creating hairline scratches and removing the original surface. Instead, store the coin in a protective holder, keep it dry, avoid touching the surfaces with your fingers, and handle it only by the edges. Proper storage helps preserve the coin for future collectors. The exciting truth is that while most 1976 no-mint mark Jefferson nickels are common, a small number stand out because of exceptional preservation, rare mint errors, or elite certified grades. Those special examples have achieved prices ranging from hundreds to thousands of dollars, proving that careful examination can sometimes uncover a remarkable collectible. The key is understanding that rarity comes from condition and genuine minting characteristics, not simply from the lack of a mint mark. Next up, the 1983 Jefferson nickel with the P mint mark struck at the Philadelphia Mint. While millions of these nickels were produced, A very small number stand out because of their exceptional condition, rare minting characteristics, and valuable errors. These special examples have attracted collectors from around the world, with some selling for hundreds and even thousands of dollars. In this video, we'll cover the complete history of the 1983p Jefferson nickel, its unique features, valuable errors, grading, and the market prices that make this 5-cent coin one worth searching for. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. Designed by artist Felix Schlag, the coin honored America's third president, Thomas Jefferson. By 1983, the Jefferson nickel had already been circulating for 45 years and had become one of the most recognizable coins in the United States. During the early 1980s, the U.S. economy experienced inflation, rising production costs, and increasing demand for circulating coinage. The Philadelphia Mint continued striking millions of Jefferson nickels to meet public demand. Although the 1983p nickel appeared ordinary at the time, collectors now realize that the finest preserved examples have become increasingly desirable. One of the most interesting facts about the 1983 Jefferson nickel is that it carries the P Mint mark, indicating it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Before 1980, Philadelphia nickels generally did not display a mint mark. However, beginning in 1980, the P Mint mark became standard on Jefferson nickels. For many collectors, this small letter is historically significant because it marks a relatively modern era in U.S. coinage. While every genuine 1983 Philadelphia nickel should have the P Mint mark, collectors pay close attention to its placement, clarity, and strike quality. As these characteristics influence the coin's overall desirability, the obverse of the 1983p Jefferson nickel features a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson with the word Liberty, the year 1983, and the motto "In God We Trust." The reverse displays Jefferson's famous Virginia home, Monticello, along with the inscriptions EPLURBUSUNUM, MONTICLLO 5 cents, and United States of America. Every detail from Jefferson's hair to the windows and steps of Monticello is carefully examined by collectors. Coins showing exceptionally sharp details are much scarcer than average circulation pieces. The 1983p Jefferson nickel is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, weighs exactly 5 grams, measures 21.21 millimeters in diameter, and has a plain edge. These specifications remained unchanged for decades, making the coin durable enough for everyday commerce. Despite its common composition, the quality of the strike, preservation, and originality determine whether the coin is worth only 5 cents or potentially hundreds or thousands of dollars. Most 1983p Jefferson nickels remain common in circulated grades and are worth only face value. However, coins preserved in mint state grades such as MS66, MS67, and higher become much scarcer. Since nickels were widely used in daily commerce, relatively few survived without scratches, wear, or contact marks. Coins with brilliant original luster, strong strikes, and flawless surfaces are eagerly pursued by advanced collectors. The better the condition, the greater the market demand. Collectors are especially excited by mint-era coins. A 1983p Jefferson nickel can become significantly more valuable if it displays a dramatic error, such as a double die, off-center strike, broad strike, clipped planchet, die crack, die break, lamination error, or a coin struck on the wrong planchet. These mistakes occurred during the minting process and are highly collectible because every genuine error is unique. Depending on the type and severity of the error, values may range from $50 to several $1,000s. Professional grading services such as PCGS and NGC carefully examine a coin's authenticity, preservation, strike, luster, and eye appeal. Grades range from poor to mint state 70. A circulated 1983p nickel usually has minimal value, while an example graded MS67 or MS68 may command dramatically higher prices because so few survive in elite condition. Collectors often pay premiums for coins certified by trusted grading companies. Today's market shows a wide range of prices for the 1983p Jefferson nickel. A circulated example generally sells for around $0.05 to $1. Attractive uncirculated coins may bring $5 to $30. Certified examples graded MS65 or MS66 often sell for $40 to over $100. Premium quality coins graded MS67 may sell for several $100s, while exceptionally rare top population specimens have reached well over $1,000 at major auctions. Rare mint errors can also command prices ranging from hundreds to several $1,000s. Depending on rarity and collector demand, experienced collectors carefully inspect every 1983p Jefferson nickel under magnification. They look for bright mint luster, clean surfaces, minimal contact marks, sharp details in Jefferson's hair, crisp lettering, and fully defined steps on Monticello. Coins with attractive eye appeal and no signs of cleaning are much more desirable. Even tiny imperfections can significantly affect the final grade and market value. One of the most valuable characteristics for Jefferson nickel collectors is the full steps, FS, designation. This means the steps of Monticello are completely visible and uninterrupted. Because striking pressure and die wear often prevented full detail from appearing, full steps examples are much scarcer. A certified 1983p Jefferson nickel with the full steps designation can sell for considerably more than an ordinary mint state example, especially in higher grades. Over the years, high-grade 1983p Jefferson nickels have appeared in major coin auctions, where competitive bidding has driven prices into the hundreds and sometimes thousands of dollars. As collectors attempt to complete top-quality Jefferson nickel registry sets, demand for the finest certified examples continues to remain strong. Coins with exceptional eye appeal, outstanding luster and rare designations consistently outperform average specimens. If you own a 1983p Jefferson nickel, begin by checking the mint mark, overall condition, and surface quality. Use a magnifying glass to inspect the lettering, Monticello steps, and possible mint errors. Avoid cleaning the coin, as cleaning usually reduces collector value. If the coin appears to be in exceptional condition or shows a genuine mint error, consider submitting it to a professional grading service for authentication and certification. Although no coin is guaranteed to increase in value, premium quality Jefferson nickels continue to attract collectors because high-grade survivors are limited. Registry set competition, increasing collector interest, and the scarcity of top-certified examples support strong prices for exceptional coins. While most 1983p nickels remain worth only face value, extraordinary examples demonstrate that careful collecting and proper preservation can make a significant difference in long-term value. The 1983p Jefferson nickel reminds us that remarkable treasures can sometimes hide in everyday pocket change. While the vast majority of these 5-cent coins are common, those with exceptional mint state grades, full steps designation, or genuine mint errors can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars in today's collector market. Before spending any 1983p Jefferson nickel, take a few moments to examine it closely. You may discover a valuable collectible hiding in plain sight. Next up, the 1986D Jefferson nickel, struck at the Denver Mint, is one of those coins attracting increasing attention from collectors, especially when found in exceptional mint state condition or with rare minting errors. In today's video, we'll uncover the fascinating history of the 1986D Jefferson nickel, explain its unique design features, reveal what makes certain examples extremely valuable, and discuss current market prices ranging from just a few cents to hundreds, and in rare, certified examples, even into the thousands of dollars. Make sure to watch until the end because one tiny detail on your nickel could make an enormous difference in its value. The Jefferson nickel first appeared in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel as the official 5-cent coin of the United States. Designed by renowned sculptor Felix Schlag, the coin honored Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and principal author of the Declaration of Independence. Jefferson's Virginia home, Monticello, was selected for the reverse side because it represented his achievements in architecture, education, and American democracy. Since its introduction, the Jefferson nickel has become one of the longest-running coin series in American history. By 1986, the design had already been circulating for nearly 50 years and had become one of the most familiar coins in the country. In 1986, the United States Mint produced Jefferson nickels at both Philadelphia and Denver. Coins struck at the Denver Mint carry the small D mint mark located on the obverse, just to the right of Jefferson's portrait. The Denver Mint produced hundreds of millions of nickels during that year, making the date common in circulated condition. However, despite its large production numbers, locating a sharply struck example with brilliant luster, flawless surfaces, and exceptional eye appeal has become surprisingly difficult. This is why certified high-grade specimens have become increasingly desirable among serious collectors. The 1986D Jefferson nickel contains exactly 75% copper and 25% nickel, the same alloy used for most modern U.S. nickels since 1866. Each coin weighs 5 grams, measures 21.21 millimeters in diameter, and has a plain edge without reading. Although these specifications may seem ordinary, collectors closely inspect every detail, including strike quality, luster, and preservation. Even slight differences in manufacturing quality can significantly influence the market value of an individual coin. The front of the 1980-60 Jefferson nickel displays a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson. Around the portrait appear the inscriptions in God We Trust, Liberty, and the year 1986. Just below the date sits the important D Mint mark, identifying the Denver Mint as the coin's place of manufacture. On valuable examples, Jefferson's hair, cheek, jawline and facial details remain exceptionally sharp, while the fields surrounding the portrait exhibit strong mint luster with very few distracting marks. The reverse showcases Jefferson's famous estate Monticello. Above the building appears the word Monticello, while below are 5 cents and United States of America. Around the bottom edge is the Latin motto EPLUIBUSUNUM. Collectors pay close attention to the building's architectural details, particularly the steps, columns, dome, and windows. Coins displaying unusually sharp details on Monticello often receive higher grades, and stronger collector demand. Condition is the single most important factor affecting the value of a 1986 Jefferson nickel. Most examples spent years in circulation, accumulating scratches, wear, and discoloration. These circulated coins generally remain worth only face value. However, coins preserved directly from mint rolls with untouched surfaces, brilliant luster, and no signs of circulation can achieve mint state grades such as MS65, MS66, MS67, or even higher. Each increase in grade can dramatically increase the coin's market value. One of the most sought-after characteristics among Jefferson nickel collectors is the full steps designation. On the reverse of Monticello, the staircase should display clearly separated horizontal steps. Because of strike weakness or die wear, many coins fail to show complete steps. A 1986 Jefferson nickel certified with full steps by a respected grading service is significantly scarcer than ordinary examples. This designation often transforms an otherwise common nickel into a highly collectible coin, worth substantially more than face value. Mint errors make certain 1986 Jefferson nickels especially exciting. Collectors search for doubled dies, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, die breaks, struck-through errors, broad strikes, and dramatic misalignments. Although these errors are relatively rare, authenticated examples frequently sell for premiums far above ordinary coins. The more dramatic and visually appealing the error, the stronger the collector demand tends to be. Most circulated 1986 Jefferson nickels are worth approximately 5 cents to $1, depending on condition. Attractive uncirculated examples may sell for several dollars, while certified mint state coins can reach tens or even hundreds of dollars. Exceptionally preserved coins graded MS67 or higher, especially those with the desirable full steps designation, have realized prices ranging from several $100s to well over $1,000 at auction. These premium values apply only to outstanding certified examples, not to typical circulated coins. Professional collectors examine every aspect of the coin under magnification. They evaluate strike sharpness, original mint luster, surface preservation, contact marks, color, eye appeal, and overall quality. A coin with blazing original luster and virtually flawless surfaces immediately stands out from ordinary examples. Even two coins of the same date and mint mark can differ in value by hundreds or thousands of dollars, simply because of differences in preservation. Third-party grading companies, such as PCGS and NGC, play an important role in determining market value. These organizations authenticate coins, assign standardized numerical grades, and encapsulate them in protective holders. Collectors and investors generally pay the highest prices for professionally certified coins because grading provides confidence regarding authenticity and condition. Many of the record prices reported for the 1986 Jefferson nickel involve coins certified at the very highest mint state grades. Rare high-grade examples of the 1986 Jefferson nickel have occasionally achieved remarkable auction results. Coins with exceptional strike quality, original luster, outstanding eye appeal, and full steps designation have sold for several $100s, while a few elite specimens have exceeded $1,000. These impressive prices demonstrate how condition rarity, not simply the coin's date, can determine collector value. Many people unknowingly possess old rolls of Jefferson nickels inherited from relatives, stored in banks, or forgotten inside jars and drawers. While the majority are common, every collector knows that remarkable discoveries still happen. Carefully checking each 1986 nickel for outstanding condition, sharp full steps, unusual mint errors, or professional-grade quality could reveal a surprisingly valuable coin hiding in plain sight. The 1980-60 Jefferson nickel proves that even a modern 5-cent coin can become an exciting collectible under the right circumstances. Its historical connection to Thomas Jefferson, durable copper-nickel composition, classic Monticello design, Denver mint origin, and potential for exceptional mint state preservation make it an appealing coin for collectors. Remember, however, that claims of values in the hundreds or thousands of dollars apply only to rare, certified, high-grade or error examples. Most circulated 1980-60 nickels remain worth face value. Even so, every valuable coin begins with someone taking the time to look closely, and your next discovery could be waiting in your own pocket change. Thanks for watching.